The betrayal of a Nigerian farmer's love. Once upon a time in Nigeria, there was a hard-working farmer named Titus. He toiled tirelessly under the scorching sun, determined to provide for his loved ones. Titus had a girlfriend, Julia, who came from a poor family that couldn't afford to send her to school. Driven by his love for her, Titus made it his mission to educate Julia, even though they weren't yet married. While Julia pursued her studies at the university, Titus remained in the village, working hard to support her financially. Their relationship remained a secret, hidden from their families and friends. Titus, however, faced constant pressure from his family, who disapproved of his efforts to sponsor Julia's education while not being married to her. Titus would often suggest to Julia that they get married, but she would always push the idea aside, saying it would be better to wait until she had completed her education. Despite his family's opposition and longing for a future with Julia, Titus reluctantly accepted her explanation, hoping that their love would prevail in the end. After successfully completing her degree, Julia met a promising and handsome young man at the university. He suggested that they both continue their studies in Europe, an opportunity that excited Julia. However, she lacked the funds to fulfill this dream. Devising a plan, Julia returned to Titus and convinced him to sponsor her studies abroad, emphasizing how their future family would benefit. Unbeknownst to Titus, Julia was not only going to study, but also going with her university boyfriend. She used the money provided by Titus to cover both her own expenses and those of her school boyfriend. They rented an apartment in London, where they lived together. Titus, unaware of Julia's deceit, continued to send her money for her living expenses, as she claimed she couldn't work due to her studies. One fateful day, a friend of Julia's in London posted pictures and videos of their baby shower on social media. The news quickly reached the village and someone showed Titus the content, exposing Julia's betrayal. Heartbroken and filled with anger, Titus confronted Julia, demanding an explanation. In an act of immense cruelty, Julia scoffed at Titus's love and sacrifice, admitting that she had never intended to marry him, and that he was just a means to an end. Devastated, Titus sought justice through traditional means, but the emotional turmoil proved too much to bear. He fell into a deep depression, resorting to alcohol to numb the pain. Tragically, he lost his life in the battle against his shattered dreams. The consequences of Julia's betrayal soon began to unravel. Her London boyfriend became involved in drugs and was imprisoned for many years. Julia, now alone and plagued by misfortune, struggled to find peace and happiness. Her once promising opportunities turned sour, haunted by the curses placed upon her by Titus's grieving family. In the end, Titus's noble heart was shattered, and Julia was left to face the harsh realities of her deceitful actions. The story serves as a powerful reminder that true love cannot flourish when built upon betrayal and lies. Thanks for watching.